Okay, I wanted to show you today how to work with duplicates in Family Search. I've had a lot of people say, well, there's two people that look like they're the same, how do I combine them? So in Family Search, a lot of times you'll get these hints up here with this little red box that shows possible duplicates. So down here, you can go down here to the tools. It says possible duplicates too. So you click on that. And the first one is Anna Carolyn Gaddy. And there was one record that I saw, her name was Anna C. And I am working in Greene County, Kentucky. So here's her daughter, and her daughter was born 1879 in Taylor, Kentucky, and I happen to know that Taylor used to be part of Greene, and also she and her husband, James Skaggs, were married in LaRue, and they were part of Greene County at one point in time. So that tells me that this one is probably the right one. Her husband's John, and this actually gives me parents for her. So I'm going to review the merge. Okay, and here's their name, Anna C. and Anna Carolyn. So I'm going to replace this. This is what's going to stay. This is what is the actual record that's going to be kept. And this is what I'm comparing it to. So I have at least a birth date and about date, and I have that she is deceased, but this one says she died in Kentucky. So I'm going to keep that one. This is the same as that information up there, but it's slightly different with the middle name. So let's add that as an alternate name. That's exactly the same. We have residence. And actually, in looking at this, I see that we have a lot more information on this one than we do that. So let's just switch the positions up here. And that way, this information, I don't have to move everything over, except for this one is better than just deceased. So I can move that over there. And it's less for me to move over. Now this right here, I can see I'm going to have a duplicate here with John and Miss John. I'm going to go ahead and move him over and move this daughter over. And this daughter is probably the same as this Lizzie. Right here is Elizabeth, 1878, 1879. So probably another duplicate. And then I'm going to say continue the merge and explain why, and say Anna was in Greene County, Kentucky area, and name of husband and child Elizabeth Match. And then I will say finish the merge. Okay, now if you'll notice, that took care of that other green duplicate, and now I have 0 duplicates. The other one was in England, and I probably should have showed you that before I did it, created the merge. But you need to look at the details there, and I knew not to combine that one, and you could have said not a match, but once I did the match on this, and the computer was able to recognize the other one was not a match. And so in doing that, I have now 2 husbands, John and John Brown Osborne, but I have her parents and these children, and then I have this daughter, Elizabeth. So I am pretty sure that this and Elizabeth and Lizzie are the same, and then John is the same. So what I can do here is click copy the ID, and then I can go up here to John and go to his person, and I'm going to get possible duplicates there. And I'm going to merge by ID so I can show you this. It probably comes up here, but I have that ID, so I click merge by ID, and I'm going to put that number that I copied and continue. And now I get this John Osborne, but this name is better. This information is better than this. And I see that I have the same wife, so I don't have to move that over. Let me go ahead and move her over so that she's in the family, and then I can do the possible duplicates on Elizabeth. And I can say continue the merge, and I can just say this John has the same wife. Okay, now this one says that I still have another possible duplicate. So let's go down here, and now this one I've got the family here. And let's go ahead and click on this and see possible. And Betty Jane Chandrians. I don't see any information that tells me that this is the same family. What I can look at is that he lived until 1928, and I would have to find out. So let's go back and see. I do not know when she died. And that other, when I did that duplicate, it brought me up to this marriage of Sarah Jane Elmore. So I would have to do some more research and try and find a marriage. I happen to know that last name. Oh, there's Elizabeth Shadoin. That is the name. I'm very familiar with that. I have other families in that. And so this says 1866. And then he married her in 1872. And see, she died 1873. So that was his first wife. And then Anna. And then it appears she must have died in before 1884. And then he married this Elmore. Anyways, that gives you an idea how to do your duplicates, how to do that. And then on this, I need to do more research. Thank you for watching.